Okay, okay, we are back up. Um, can you hit? Do you not hit? Just scroll down to the options. Okay, so yeah, so the sound's going. Okay, so we're back up. Okay, so I'm gonna put this up to my ear.
Mm-hmm.
If you can go ahead and just kind of.
Yeah, talk a little bit. I
No,
got you.
no, I don't think it's us. I think it's the game that's being deep voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes, we were fine. The game was deep voice.
We're doing like,
They're doing that.
Again, Jesus. What's the reason for that?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So if you don't mind just hitting play for a bit.
Yeah, all right.
Move on the target.
Kasim is in his apartment, but he's well protected. Can keep my men out of the area for 15 minutes. I hope you brought an army.
We brought enough. Pleasure doing business with you, Hans. Come on.
It's still deep.
No, because I can't seem to get it up. Let me bring this thing up again. Okay. I know there's a bit of a delay and stuff, but that's kind of how it is.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, turn it on.
Okay. Give it a shot.
All right.
That works. Okay. Sometimes I think it's just OBS. You gotta disconnect and reconnect the cord and just reset the thing.
Appreciate it.
But thanks for the heads up. We appreciate it.
We're on the clock.
What kind of
Let's not keep the scene waiting.
Hey, Mace. Party favors are in the trunk.
My whole thing. What was that beforehand?
I have no idea. I can't remember. It was something. That's what's good.
Dipshit probably thinks he's safe.
That piece of trash is a lot of things. Safe ain't one of them.
Do we really need to take this son of a bitch alive, Adler?
Kasim has info we need. Everyone else can take a powder. Apartment's just up ahead.
Yeah, if you think of it, let me remember. I can't remember. I know.
That's what Neil's done over here.
I can't remember.
Actually, no, wait,
Hans only bought us 15 minutes. We need to hit Kasim hard and
Oh,
fast.
that's right.
Let's go.
I got to
Let's help him bring in the new year. Light him up, Mason. Go, go, go! There's Kasim! Kasim's headed up the stairs! We need Kasim alive! Kasim can't escape! Find him!
What? Really? Find him? Shoot somebody. Man.
There's probably somebody.
Hans only bought us 15 minutes.
Oh,
We need to
Lord.
hit Kasim hard and fast.
It's hard
Let's
to
go.
tell who's good at here because they all wearing dark clothes.
Let's help him ring in the new year. Light him up, Mason. Go, go, go! There's Kasim! Kasim's headed up the stairs! We need Kasim alive!
Oh yeah, how we got some, yeah. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, but you can feel that conversation because you can tell it's something funny.
Well, yeah, I was asking, yeah, because you come through.
Ask me.
I was asking you about how you.
Move! Move!
Got a little
Got it. Overpowering us.
Gotcha.
bring it down just a little bit here. Okay, so.
You good?
So anyway, guys, if the game is overpowering us, please let us know so I can adjust it properly.
Yeah.
But the basic thing is that I asked him because I thought he would be the best person to play off of,
Yeah.
and so far I don't think I made a wrong decision.
I appreciate it, yeah. I think I was in the heat of the moment. I didn't understand why he asked me the question. I was like, okay, let me just answer the question. Since I'm having a TED talk, and I was so angry.
Yeah. And you gave me an answer that I thought, okay, well, it seems like he has at least a diverse opinion set, so he can at least it not only like play off of me a little bit, but it's like I won't have to. It doesn't feel like that I would have to be the one that says that's better. Okay.
All right.
It doesn't feel like the main thing is that I didn't want to be like I would have to basically be the only one giving information, questions, basically. I didn't want to be the one to come up as the only one who knew what the hell he was talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You at the very least gave off the impression that you at least understood what you want to do. You understood what you wanted out of something, and at least somewhat how you were going to explain it.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very important to co-host.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically be how that is.
Yeah, cause he told me the next day. He was like, "Yeah, I was basically like interviewing you actually technically like for this part." But like, yeah. But just to be honest, you weren't the first person to go. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I respect that.
I think later on that day, it was the same day. I
Woo!
think later on, I had basically said, "Hey, so how do you feel about being on camera? You made mention that you had done it before, but you hadn't Kasim. His name's probably Kasim. But you can probably they didn't like go the way you wanted. At least you didn't get the kind of like you found a hard time breaking it essentially.
Yeah, I did.
There's like you can pick whatever you want to say here.
Archie handle the money? I have no idea where Arashi is.
I don't think you understand the situation.
Jeez.
Ooh, yeah.
Rules? You have rules.
You took hostages. The rules changed.
That is true though.
I'll get into this in a second here, but yeah. And I just said, okay, so I might have an idea. If you're interested in it, I'll bring it up to you again if you want to do it. And you basically said yes. Which, yeah, that's how this got started. It was like late December 2020, I want to say.
Yeah, 2020. Yeah.
Yeah.
They only communicate with coded messages.
I think it was 2021. I remember I got fired like a few months afterwards.
I'm throwing it.
One down, one to go.
So what they're talking about here is the whole Iran hostage situation, the American embassy in a hostage situation. So I don't know if you guys know, but Jimmy Carter, the oldest living person to ever serve president, is currently in hospice care. He's probably not going to make it. He's 98 years old. He was his biggest thing was that he was able to get Palestine and Israel to agree to a peace, which was like damn near impossible at the time.
Yeah.
So that's why he was so renowned. But he also took over during the American energy crisis, so that didn't look too good on him. What really y'all like, but everyone else hates it, like James Thompson's Electro.
Just a bad.
I'll have to think about that one because most of the villains I like, a lot of people tend to like, or I've never even heard of.
Yeah.
So give me a second to answer that question for you. But yeah, just kind of finish my little history lesson here.
No, go ahead.
So Jimmy Carter took over during the energy crisis, the American embassy crisis, and like another crisis. So he basically took over during a time when it was not really enviable to be president.
Yeah.
So what happened is the American embassy the American hostage situation came on, and they were all hold these hostages. The the election for president was coming on, and Reagan was up for election against Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
What was going on was that the people who had the embassy hostages had loaded the hostages onto a plane, and they were watching the election happen as they were doing it, because, to my understanding, if Jimmy Carter won, they were going to keep the hostages.
Wow.
But if Reagan won, they were going to release them because no one knew what the fuck Reagan was going to do.
Yeah.
And Reagan basically made it seem like he was willing to go in guns blazing to take these people out, whether they kill hostages or not.
Wow.
And that was basically the only reason why Reagan got elected. Everything else that is attributed to Reagan being a decent president was either A, purely coincidental, or B, people didn't understand the repercussions of the
sniper rifle.
Mm-hmm.
No, who is it? Is it him?
I don't think it really matters.
Oh! Oh!
No sniper warrior. Oh, you missed it.
I met.
Yeah.
I thought I had him.
That might not have been him.
Oh Jesus! I'm not gonna lie to you. I literally thought that was him.
It might have been a guy that he was talking to.
Yeah.
Because it seems like he just shot a random guy in the head.
Oh Jesus! We got this. We got this. We got this. Come on.
So, either A, he basically just seemed like a strong president, but everything else that he got done was just pure coincidence, or B, we didn't really understand the complete negative repercussions of his actions until years after he's out of office.
Oh Jesus!
So yeah, and when I say negative repercussions, I mean basically everything that's wrong with our country nowadays, you can 100% trace back to Reagan, and that's not me being partisan. That is literal objective fact.
Straight fact.
Like you can look like literally, a lot of people are like, we don't want like all these ideas, but everything that Reagan repealed has led to a bigger wealth inequality now than it was at the time. Like you look in the 80s, the wealth gap between the upper 1% and the working middle class, the lower class,
was
this?
Oh Jesus! Oh boy!
I don't know how that works, but okay.
Accelerate R to steer, hold L3 to boost. Okay.
But yeah, no, the okay. But yeah, no, everything he repealed, if you look up the graph, you see that the wealth between the 1% and those below, and those RCX.
Was that R2 or R? I can't tell. It's so small. Was it R1 or R2? Okay, let me see. Okay, I know that part. So I heard that. I understand this part.
It probably doesn't show up until after you get there. But yeah, no, the policies he repealed, you see like the wealth gap between the 1% and the middle class go like this.
Oh Jesus!
Like you can literally trace it back to the moment he was elected. It was R2, by the way.
R2?
Yeah, you just gotta hold R2.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
But you can literally trace back to that moment that everything went foobar the moment he got elected.
Oh Jesus!
I'm not even making that up. Like there's objective fact that points to like the reason why there's an American obesity epidemic. Reagan's fault because he mandated everybody eat cheese.
Oh, geez.
Because he had
Are you serious?
Because he had this massive cheese stockpile in America. That there's like 500 million pounds of cheese.
Are you serious?
Tons of cheese that we just couldn't eat, and he just mandated everybody eat it. And he said, "Well, obviously because of the cheese thing, government program." And then he instituted a government program to basically
Jesus. Y'all, whoa.
And
OG. Woo. Whoa.
Kind of love your action set pieces.
I love it.
But yeah, no. So basically, he mandated everybody, government cheese policies, putting cheese on all the foods and stuff. Yeah. Basically, a big part of the American obesity epidemic can be traced back to Reagan. Wealth inequality, traced back to Reagan. Union busting, traced back to Reagan.
Jesus.
Economic failure, economic collapse and recession, traced back to Reagan. Everybody trying every time conservatives are put into office, they want to give tax cuts to the wealthy 1%. back to Reagan. Everything that doesn't work in American politics now can be traced back to Reagan.
Good Lord.
And that's, again, not me being partisan. If you just look at your historical fact.
Thank you. Shut him up.
So, yeah.
Hear about this. Let's sweep the tarmac for survivors and get to Langley.
Anyway, that's your context for all this.
Yeah, no, but so we got Woods. Okay.
Well, Percy is an old Greek mythological feature, individual who actually helped bring down Medusa. That was his big thing. Oh, you meant in the game? Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I was like, hold on. How you go from like the war to Greek mythology? Where did that come from?
He mentioned so many Percy. That's why I was.
No. Oh, I did. No. I meant Woods.
Oh, fun bit of a continuity error. If you played the original God of War, you fight Perseus and his son in the same freaking area. And when I say it's a continuity error, what I mean is Perseus' son isn't born for like another 300 something years.
Okay.
God of War plays fast and loose with Greek mythology. Okay.
I believe that.
The original trilogy played fast and loose with it. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably gonna be cracking jokes throughout this entire thing.
Oh no, you
I don't respect Call of Duty at all.
Look, and I'm gonna tell you to the audience, I'm fine with Brad cracking jokes. It is fine. I'd rather him crack jokes because that's who he is.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Oh yes, this is so fun. I love this. No,
Yeah.
I would literally look at him and cuss him out. Like, I swear to God, if you do that fake shit, we have a problem.
But anyway, going back to your question, Black Boy. What villains y'all like, but everyone else hates? Hates it. Like you said, you like Jamie Foxx's Electro.
Yeah.
For me, if you had to make me pick a villain.
Yeah.
President, this is Jason Hudson and Russell Adams. I know their names. Who do you think approved their...
Reagan. I guess Reagan. Anyway, let me think here. Let me actually think about this one. Like, do you like a legitimately serious response?
We can, sir.
That's a hard question.
That is actually a very good question because I can't think of a villain that I like that everybody else hated.
Press gets old. What the hell are you talking about? You know who we are?
Oh, actually no, there is. No, I was gonna say Killmonger, but everybody loves Killmonger.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, this is really. I don't know.
I guess.
Oh, now I'll say this. I know a character that's not in the Marvel universe. That was a villain that everybody probably didn't like that I loved. Was the Riddler in the Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Rest assured.
Riddler is actually a beloved character.
No, I'm telling you, a lot of people didn't like him in this one.
In the movie,
Yeah,
I can say because he is very different from his comic counterpart.
Yeah, but
like his comic counterpart was very much like a narcissistic egomaniacal maniac.
Yeah.
In this one, they made him basically a right-wing conspiracy theorist.
But I love that feel though. But
Yeah.
because I'm saying for me again, it felt like Seven and True Detective.
And it also kind of makes sense for a grounded version of Batman, which it seems like what Max is going for. But as far as like villains that everybody that I liked that everybody else hated, or everyone else didn't like,
We'll get the Mason and Wood soon.
I'm not so sure about Parker.
She and Adler have that business from before.
I actually have to think about that one.
And the new
Go ahead. I mean, like, take your time.
Well, don't get me started. That's the one we need to keep our eyes on.
Okay, Bell. So it seemed like Bell can be an important character in this, somewhat, because like the focus was like they had the camera focus on his name, so I'm guessing he might be important. So classified. Wow. So it's funny because stuff like this, like with conspiracy, CIA, classification. I don't know what it is. I love stuff like this.
It's the mystery of it.
Yeah, it's the mystery of. Oh, wait.
Oh, into your name? Oh, CIA safe house.
I'm confused here. What just happened?
Hit resume game.
Okay.
I guess hit select.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got one.
CIA safe house E9. Wait. Before you do that, go
No,
back. Let's see the document again.
Alright,
Resume game.
okay, thank you.
It says Central Intelligence
Agency,
Agency,
first name, last name,
alias,
alias,
Bell, place of birth.
Birth.
So this is actually a sheet with a name, and it looks like Bell is your player character's alias.
Okay, perfect.
If I had to guess.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Anyway, Simon, the Riddler and the Batman was too good, and what I actually wanted for the Riddler. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Again, give me something to get back to your question, because honestly, you asked a really good question there, because I'm not going to say I have good taste in villains. I just can't think of a villain that I like, that I have heard a lot of backlash for. I can think of villains that everyone else liked that I can't stand.
Who was that? Which one is that?
Thanos. Specifically Thanos in Endgame.
Yeah.
Let me think.
You see the name I put for that?
No. Black Anaconda. You might as well call him Black Mamba.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
Africa. Of course. Skin tone.
Let me think here.
Male.
I actually
Military background. Cool.
classified CIA, MI6,
Okay.
ex-KGB.
Now-
So you can be a member of the Central Intelligence Agency,
Okay.
a member of the British Intelligence Agency, or ex-member of the Russian military.
No, I'll go with CIA.
And given that your skin tone is, why is your skin tone white? I thought you picked black.
No, I'm changing that. Hold on, I picked black.
I'm gonna go back up there.
Yeah, hold on.
01. Yeah, you can do it. Okay, select.
Hold on. One again. Oh,
Extra select.
there you go.
Okay.
Good lord.
Let me think here. Let me actually think about this
I'll
one.
do CIA. Psychological profile. Okay.
As a restumped Marine, Bell joined the CIA, serving briefly under Jason Hudson. Afterwards, Bell was assigned to Russell Adler's MACV SOG unit in Vietnam. You might as well call the guy Lincoln Clay, because that's basically his profile.
Okay, I'm changing that name then. So yeah, perfect. Let me see. Fearless.
Let me think here. Let me actually think here. A villain that I liked that everybody else hated. Black Void, does it have to be? And plus, I love the jokes. Just be yourself, man. You don't know what you're asking for.
Yeah,
can I ask you a question? Does it have to be limited to movies, or can I pick games and comics and books as well? And mangas as well, in animes? Because that actually does kind of help. Psychological. So you got violent tendencies. Are you reading them, or are you?
No. I'll read them actually.
Okay, my bad.
No,
sorry. You keep going. Okay.
No, you're violent tendencies, bullet damage increased by 25%. That may come in handy.
Is that the very top?
Yeah. I didn't know. My bad. No.
Paranoid.
No. So
no bonuses. Okay.
So paranoid.
Aiming speed
increased
by 100%.
Okay. All right.
Aim down sights basically. Damage increase, reliable execution through questionable results. Lone Wolf initial sprint boost duration 3 times as long. Prefers to act independently. Oftentimes questions authority.
That sounds like me too. I ain't gonna lie.
Professional full movement speed when using aim down sight. So basically, when you're aiming, you can just move as fast as possible. Where Lone Wolf, you can sprint faster. I think I want to say.
Okay. Wow. This is interesting.
Highly regimented. Sees team members as mission assets only. Lacks empathy. You have 15 of these. Jesus Christ. Is not limited. Everything is not limited. Okay, that actually makes things a little bit easier then. Received explosive damage reduced by 50%. Fearless. Okay. Ammo capacity increase. That's reliable.
Okay.
Lethal tactical
equipment capacity increased by 2. Okay. Aggressive behavior, reloading speed increased by 50%. Survivor health increased by 20%. That could be useful too as well. Calm under pressure, pain flinch reduced by 90%. Okay. Let's see. weapon kick reduced by 25%. Okay, methodical. Relentless rate of fight increased by 25%. Dependable damage taken when stationary reduced by 30%. And impatient hip firing more accurate while moving.
Okay.
Okay. Something about, where is it at? Bullet damage sounds like I probably need that. Let me go with this one.
Okay.
What are you thinking, honestly?
Oh no! I want to see Lone Wolf against me.
Oh yeah, right.
Initial sprint restoration time 3 times as long, so you can sprint 3 times longer. Okay, that's all that really is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you go ahead and pick which one you think best suits you.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Classify was this?
You actually asked me you know what? I got one for you.
Okay.
That I have heard, that I have seen criticism for this particular villain in recent years.
Okay.
Darth Malak from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Darth Malak, and we'll get around to this one soon.
Gotcha.
Without spoiling the game, because honestly, to discuss this character in full detail spoils the biggest plot point of Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
I would deeply advise people, at least request you guys not to spoil it.
Yeah.
In recent years, Die Landbahn.
No, then they said Black Belt Anaconda.
Black Belt Anaconda. Black Belt. Oh, that's funny.
I love this.
And the reason why I say Darth Malak is because Darth Malak to me was a very intimidating villain. He was Sims. Okay.
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But he was a very intimidating villain, and he was very effective in the role he was in. A lot of people criticize him because he wasn't in depth. He wasn't morally complex. He was a stereotypical cartoon villain, always laughing, that kind of stuff. And I'm like, are you completely forgetting the context of that game? Because like in a Void, yes, he is a very one note kind of villain. But when you take into the context of the game, he's not the central focus. Not to mention, when the game starts out, he's already won. And that's as much as I can say about spoiling the whole damn game. But yeah, I've seen in recent years that he's been getting out that he as a villain been getting a lot more flack, and I've noticed is from a bunch of hipsters who think they know how to who prefer their villains like, if not Thanos, then like Loki. And I'm like, that's not who Malak was. Just to kind of pick a character that it seems like a lot of people are starting to hate. Not to mention, you have the context of Knights of the Old Republic 2 coming out afterwards. Like, you gotta remember that Star Wars Knights of the Republic 1 was the first Western RPG that was legitimately good. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it is hailed as one of the greatest RPGs ever made. Now, in retrospect, yes, a lot of its mechanics, a lot of its story tropes have become played out, but remember, they're played out over time. You can't really retroactively label something worse because something better came out years down the line. That would be one that I would say. Another one that I would probably pick out would be Ganondorf from Legend of Zelda, because again, Ganon loses every game, but he comes back every single time. And to go further into him, I would honestly be playing a Zelda game to really get into it, considering that depending on what you're looking at, he can be either the darkest or most pathetic character inside the entire series.
Gotcha.
Another character I think gets a lot of flack. Another villain at the very least gets a lot of flack. Again, I'm going to have to think about this one. But those are a few that answer your question, man. Because, to be honest with you, And I think this might be why I can't answer that question fully to you. I don't give a fuck about what people's opinions are.
Yeah, that is true.
I really don't.
Now that
like you're looking at the guy who actively plans on playing Hogwarts Legacy on stream. I'm not joking.
No, let me tell you something. We
actively plan on doing it.
We both agreed on that after we saw a video. I saw on TikTok and
I saw like 4 or 5 videos and I'm like, I'm playing this on principle now.
Because
by the way, I used to think that I was a Gryffindor. I've actually never taken the Pottermore quiz. So apparently Pottermore quiz determines your house and what your wand looks like.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? Like after watching the movie, I was saying like just been off the mood watch for real. I was more Gryffindor. I thought I was more on Gryffindor.
I thought so too, but as I've gotten over, I realized I might be a Ravenclaw.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's the Hufflepuffs everybody don't like, and I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I think because the Hufflepuffs are, I think, the most boring of them because it's like, from my understanding, the Hufflepuffs are like supposed to be the most loyal and kindest of the group. Gryffindor is like brave, all this kind of stuff. Slytherin is like this conniving stuff.
Yeah.
And Ravenclaw is like witty and creative.
Now, see, that's definitely you. Yes. I agree with that.
With, I think, an adventurous spirit, something in that ballpark. So I'm looking forward to playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, but we both when we both saw that one video that we both agreed on, we looked at each other like, yeah, we're gonna stream this game.
Because there was and I see I'm gonna out myself now.
That's me too.
I do watch VTubers.
Oh yeah,
one of the ones I watch, her name is Still Rovette, and she, from what I have seen, goes out of her way to foster an atmosphere of inclusion, safety, and just fun. She doesn't want that kind of drama in her life or inside her stream. Mm-hmm. She knew about the drama, and she put on a content filter on Twitch. Yeah. And what the people who were harassing me would do, they would have a trans. Yeah. Apparently that was a level 2 moderated word to try to avoid people like making like transphobic stuff on Twitter and whatnot.
Gotcha.
But the people who watched, because she did 2 streams of the game. Okay. One she did and then stopped. One to wait till the stuff died down to the second one. Yeah. Surprisingly, no poor unfortunate son is playing for this since you're in Vietnam. Like you know what I'm talking about? That generic one. Yeah. And she put on the content moderator, and they basically assumed you talking about Transformers role.
You stupid. You stupid.
No, I'm talking about the LGBT PLTs. And what happened is, and I say this before, I say this other times, the people who claim to be allies of these people. Yeah. In other words, a bunch of straight white women with bad haircuts and hair dye and poor piercings and stupid tattoos. Yeah. Got into a tizzy and basically harassed her to the point of she wanted to just wait and let it die out so she could adjust when she was ready. But they started spreading so much hate around on like all these random posts she would put on Twitter to the point where she basically did a post where she was in tears. You can tell she was in tears and devastated. And the worst part is when you see the clips she puts up, she's not making any transphobic remarks, she's not making any hateful comments. She is genuinely just trying to enjoy something from her childhood. And like when you see the joy in her face, you hear the joy in her voice, and then you see the kind of vitriol that was sitting her way, I'm like, nah, I'm playing this on principle now.
Yeah, but
like whatever sympathy you had from me, that community, it's just gone.
No, I'm telling you guys, when we play this, and when he streams it, and we're both in there together, oh no, there's no mercy for you guys. There's no mercy. What hurt me the most was when I saw a couple.
Oh yeah, the girlfriend play?
Yeah.
Girlfriend review, I think it was?
Yeah. And I saw on TikTok, and I saw the clip was it showed them like they were playing, and people in the comments were just demolishing her and being rude to her, and they were the nice people. I didn't know anything about them. I thought they were cool people, just listening to them. Yeah. And people was about F you homophobic and everything, blah 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 blah. And
you know what the worst part is?
Yeah.
There are even trans people who got hate for playing Hogwarts because they just want to play something else. And here's the thing, right? One person who, again, not even trans, was like, well, trans people can't even have nostalgia. Yes, you can. Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
No, you're right.
Anyway, what I'm getting at is that while we are not going to make any comments that are going to be like,
No.
oh, we're going to be hateful.
No.
If you say something stupid, I want to sit your bitch ass down like your daddy should have done or your mama should have done and let you know where to get on and get off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's like, like we said, it's on principle.
Yeah.
But the fact they went out of their way to harass a couple who just wanted to play the game, just play the game.
They even put up a freaking website where it's like you ironically made a witch hunt.
Yeah.
I want to play Harvard Legacy because they got black hairstyles right. Yeah, again,
Yes.
and again, they have black hairstyles right. You can make a trans character,
Yeah.
and there is a canonical trans character in the game. And my whole thing is like, you guys went out of your way to try to deny J.K. Rowling something. J.K.'s already made her money.
Yeah, she had nothing to do with this.
She had nothing to do with it. Sure, she might be getting royalties from. Apparently, she has the best royalties in the business.
Okay, so
But that's the thing, though. She's made her money.
Yes.
She's good, and whatever. And here's the thing. This is the only thing that she has not been like on the progressive rights movement. But everything else, she's fine with.
but I'm just
And even then, she's already shot herself in the foot multiple times before this because apparently
Yes.
she can't get ethnic characters right. And again, white woman from the UK.
yeah.
What we respect it. And the thing that gets me right is that at one point J.K. thought she herself was trans because apparently her dad hated the fact she was a girl. He wanted a boy. So that screwed with her head for
Okay,
years.
just make another baby. I'm being.
You're being honest, but I don't think he could.
Oh.
And no, I'm not sorry.
That's hilarious.
But the thing is, J.K. herself said, I don't hate this group, and I forget what the exact quote was, but it's something like, at one point I thought I might have been trans, and then the trans people was like, well, that's not what trans is. And you know what pissed me off about that comment?
What?
If she had transitioned and that was her reason,
Oh, yeah,
they
oh,
would 100% been supportive.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
fine.
only
Oh
because
yes.
she did a transition anyway. We'll get into anyway. If this comes up while we're streaming, I will 100% go in.
Oh no, we're going in. No, again.
I want, yeah, and here's why I want to say this, because I want to say this because something that trans people need to understand, and something that the LGBT community needs to understand, and I don't know how it's going to come off with. I'm gonna say it anyway.
Yeah. Say it.
The reason why you guys could run is because black people walked for you.
Yeah.
You want to talk about cultural appropriation and being insensitive and stealing stuff and whatnot and yada yada yada. You literally could not be where you guys are now if black people hadn't suffered beforehand.
Yeah.
So
true.
when
That
we-
is so true.
So when we call you out for making stupid ass decisions on how to get your rights, we kind of know what we're talking about.
Preacher.
So no, I'm not. I'm playing it on principle, and if any of them pop stupid in the chat,
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm not going to
No.
hold back. I will literally pause the game and address the entire.
No,
crowd.
we will. We will.
And then I'm gonna keep on playing.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just hilarious how you guys it's funny how like they put that in for you guys and y'all still complaining.
Yeah.
Like still
Like they went out of the developers went out of their way to make this game as inclusive as possible. You even shut down streamers who were streaming the game and donating the money to trans charities because you were that vitriolic and bigoted.
Yeah.
That's the only reason for it. That's the only reason for it. So no, I plan on streaming it
Yeah.
like that on principle.
Yeah, no, me too. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to watch him play, but I'm still the same boat with him. But I'm telling you, after I heard that man's girlfriend cry, they blacked the screen. They blacked the screen, and you hear her say, "Okay, a moment," and she starts crying.
Yeah.
That hurt me, like really bad. It really did hurt me.
When Supergirl posted her apology video, and I heard her just in tears, I'm like, this young lady got bullied. She got bullied. There's no better way to put it. She got
Of
bullied
course she got bullied.
and harassed and threatened for a fucking video game.
Yeah, but here's the crazy part though. That community, again, like you said, threatening. But what does America do? Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Nothing.
And to quote Dave Chappelle, the baby killed a dude in a Walmart in North Carolina, kept his career.
Yeah.
Said one thing about that community, basically hung him out to dry.
Yeah. That's so true. I'm just like, y'all, wow. y'all.
It's like y'all don't understand how
Nobody
good you
cares.
got it.
No,
because they can criticize black people all they want and not lose anything for it.
Exactly.
And,
But-
and
honestly, I'm just gonna say this, I'm just speaking for me. I can't speak for Brad. I'm just being for me. As far as the community, I don't care what y'all do. I don't care what y'all do. But it's just when y'all sit and preach and speak about love and kindness, then y'all come back when somebody is just playing a game just to play a game because for the nostalgia reasons, or maybe like for Black Boy, like he just loves seeing black characters. Y'all get in a hissy fit and say, "Oh, you're being homophobic. If you play this game, you're homophobic." How is that spreading love?
how is that remotely homophobic?
It's nice. Yeah.
But facts.
Yeah.
All I do is spit facts, my dude.
Yeah, we both
y'all
do.
heard this Toy Story mess that years ago? Toy Story mess.
Okay,
y'all gonna have to explain this one to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you type it out, but let me finish. I'm gonna go ahead and go on my thing. So where I'm concerned is my same thing with the lesbians, the gays, and the bis.
Yeah.
If y'all wanna just exist,
do
go
it.
for it. I don't care. It doesn't affect me one way or the other.
Woo!
But when you act like an asshole, I want to treat
Yeah,
you like an asshole.
exactly.
You are not exempt for being treated like
Thank
acting
you.
like a baby
Thank you.
bitch.
That's my whole point. If you gonna come guns blazing with that attitude, no, you gonna get the smoke. And again, it's not trying to start problems. It's like,
And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm 100% honest with you guys. If you think that playing a video game is tantamount to transphobia / killing trans people, you will not last 5 minutes trying to get your rights.
no, you won't.
You just won't.
You won't.
Like literally, you think I'm lying? Black people got dogs ticked on them, hosed down with fire hoses, as in got the skin ripped off their backs from high pressure water just for peacefully walking up a bridge.
Man.
Mission accomplished. We have
To get their rights. If you think playing a video game is tantamount to that, you are not going to last.
Yeah.
There are more important things that you need to worry about than a video game. They wanted Woody to be pans or blank because they didn't have a wait, what? They wanted Woody to be pan or
Wait a minute. I could probably take a guess.
pan or gay.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't hear about that.
And I'm like, did you not see the first Toy Story movie? He had a girlfriend. It's,
Okay.
it's kind of like how they made Lando pan just so they could have a
Wait,
female
what?
robot. Yeah, in the Solo movie, they made Lando Calrissian the big playa of the entire series. They made him the Indian. I don't mean Native American. I mean the actual from India, Indian descent guy. He decided he wanted to make Lando pan because he's like, oh, this just makes more sense. No, it doesn't.
Okay, so
You ruined that black icon character because you want to make him pan.
Yeah,
Whatever.
but
I'm not letting that go.
Yeah, but this is my issue with that. So I'm glad you brought that up.
Make a pan character.
Yeah, but this is what I have an issue about.
Oh, you want him to be bi.
No,
Okay.
Jesus. Move, aim, descend, ascend.
Yeah, I didn't hear about this black boy. That's disturbing. That's kind of pathetic, actually.
Yeah.
And again, this is what I mean. This is what I mean by it's like I'd rather than just create new characters and try to retrofit old stuff onto pre-existing characters. And again, going back to the Superboy Hill situation, Superboy and him being bi. How about instead of making a bi Superboy, how about DC? You let Superman not be less his kind anymore. Bring back his cousin. You can keep Power Girl, and then slowly introduce the idea that maybe another member of Krypton survived, and that this one is gay or bi. I don't think people mind that.
No, I mean I don't care. It just needs to make sense.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like I don't care what they do.
It also doesn't help that when they announced that Superboy was bi, they said that in the Harley Quinn show they couldn't have Batman going down on Catwoman.
That pissed me off.
And I'm like, then why the hell would you announce that his son is bi?
That's what I'm saying. Like, so, this is why I have a problem with it. I don't care what they do. If I watch it, I watch it. I don't. But you know what I'm saying? Don't force that narrative.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Have it make sense.
Yeah.
Have it make sense, please.
And I want to touch on something you just said.
Yeah.
If you don't want to watch it or buy it, you don't have to.
Yeah.
What you can't force somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
And that's my main problem with the Hogwarts stuff. If they didn't want to give their money to J.K. Rowling or support Hogwarts, that was well within their right to do.
Yes.
That is your decision. No one can fault you for it. It's like how I don't buy Call of Duty games.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go after X for playing Call of Duty games. Obviously, he's playing one right
Yeah.
now. But you can't then hop down other people's throats for playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
Especially when that whole thing basically makes you out to be the bad guy. Because that's all you succeeded in doing. All you did was you just basically probably turned an entire generation of, or turned an entire group of potential allies into people that's like, I want nothing to do with your community. That's all you did.
Oh, your grandma was mad about that?
Mad about that? Mad about what? The Hogwarts thing, or about them wanting to make Woody buy?
Probably that. Yeah, all this.
Or are you talking about making Superboy gay? Okay, not gay, bi. They made him bi.
And honestly, to tell you too, I don't know who Superboy is. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know who he is. So.
Superboy has basically changed over the years. He's always been kind of different amalgamous thing.
Okay.
Superman. Okay, the Superman thing. So,
I can
Superboy originally no one cared. They did like Superboy just kind of existed. Sometimes he's the son of Superman. Sometimes he's his clone. So there's that, and there's sometimes multiple like Superman clones out there. Like at one point they had Superboy in a cage with another female clone of Superman, and it was kind of weird because it's like they kind of implied that he might have a crush on her, and I'm like, okay, calm it down. But yeah, and I will say this as a general rule of thumb of writing characters. Do not mention a character's sexuality unless it becomes relevant to also that guy's on your team.
Oh, geez, I just saw when you said it too. It was in blue. It's hard to tell who is the enemy and who is the...
That's why they have to call the crosshairs.
It's too small.
But yeah, but again, it is important that if you are going to write a character, unless it is important to the story, don't mention their sexuality.
Yeah. But that's where I had a problem with the last movie before the show came out. They kept mentioning about was it a transgender playing a straight woman?
Okay, I got a problem with that.
Yeah, see that was my issue.
And here's why I got a problem with that. And not because it's a trans character playing a straight woman.
No.
Here's why I got a problem with that. When Scarlett Johansson was slated to play a trans character back in like 2020.
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
No, I don't
It was during the height of her career. She was playing a historical figure who was a mob boss, actually.
Okay.
In Chicago, and they were one of the first people to be trans. They transitioned from a woman to a man.
Never knew that.
Okay?
Yeah.
I didn't know about this either for a longest time. So they were going to play that character. Like, okay, shoot, go for it. Now this could be interesting because, again, they start off as a woman, transition to a man. The trans community got pissed off because Scarlett Johansson, a straight white woman, was playing a character who was a white woman transitioned to a man.
Who is she?
Oh,
okay. Alright. But yeah, are you serious?
Yes. So Scarlett Johansson ended up dropping the character. She didn't play. I don't know what's going on in the movie at all.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is like I don't get what you're upset about because, and this is why I don't understand the trans community that well.
Me either. I'm not trying. I just don't understand.
I've been trying to.
I can't.
Just because it's like at some point I'm probably going to write a character like that. Maybe, I don't know, but at the very least, I feel like I should understand the psychology of certain groups of individuals.
Yeah.
But from the average person's point of view, from the trans community's point of view, it isn't that they transitioned from one thing to another. They got corrective surgery into one thing. And I get that for you guys, that's what you want to see on screen. But for the general audience to better convey what's going on, it would make sense to have Scarlett play the character when they're a woman, and then get a male character playing when they're a man, or a trans character playing when they're a man. But then it's like, okay, it's not okay for this, but it's okay for you to have to play other anyway. It's the thing.
But it's just like, it's just like, this is my thing. So I was curious about the last of the show But when I kept seeing that notification on Facebook, it's just like, why are y'all posting this narrative? That's all I'm asking. Oh, Jesus. Ooh.
And you got a new gun for it.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, keep going.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's the problem with helicopters. A lot of centrifugal force.
Yeah.
And when it starts turning, good luck. Anyway, that's another problem too. If they have a good actor, it doesn't matter what role they have.
Yeah, but it's just like for me, like again, like I said from before.
I'm going to disagree with you on that one, Black Void, and here's why. Scarlett Johansson, Ghost in the Shell.
Oh Jesus, no, that was horrible. That was atrocious.
You should have gotten an Asian character to play that.
I agree. I agree with that.
I get where you're coming from, Black Void, but I do think there are exceptions to that rule. Even if the actor is good, even if they are stupid good, there are some rules they just should not play.
Yeah. So I'm
like you're not like. I honestly think, and I do legitimately believe this, Tom Hanks is a very lovely man. He's a very good character. He's a very good actor. Very nice human being. I would not cast him to play Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh no, that ain't even a question. Would you? Anybody that says he be, oh y'all crazy.
That's not a thing that actually.
No. But I'm just saying. But I'm saying if somebody did say that, y'all have lost your mind.
That's why I say that I don't fully agree with that, but I do see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But there are limits to that.
Yeah, cause see, so like again, now he don't like this movie with Tom Hanks. I love it.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. I felt like he played a really good Forrest Gump. In my opinion, I feel like he did.
My problem with Forrest Gump is that I grew up around that kind of dickhead for my entire life, and I just didn't care to see it on screen as look at this very, very good, upstanding gentleman. Like this should be like the average. Like I get where you're coming from, but I live around that and I hate it anyway.
Yeah. But it's just like so like when I played the game, the last one, and you probably hear me mention this a couple times.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that seeing this game in person. I'm only cutting off the lights and putting it on cinematic mode.
Yeah. Because the thing. This ain't good. Wait, that meant to happen?
Could be.
Yeah. Okay. Oh Jesus. Oh jeez.
Oh yeah. Those fighter jets I think are about to be retired.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh jeez. Hurry up.
Napalm bombing probably.
Grab him.
Yeah, there are certain like army vehicles that have been in service since like World War II.
I kind of figured that again because like years are going by. Like
but they usually have a service like 27 years.
Oh wow.
And they keep renewing them because the design's just that damn good.
Yeah.
We got intel on
my thing is, so I play Last of Us. I haven't played recently. But when I do, I'll play it. But my whole point is, when I played it the first time, I was so involved with the story. The way they read it, the way they written it, and the characters were driven.
Yeah.
There was a character in there that it didn't force it, but they made you like it. It was basically the decision was based on the player whether or not the character was gay or not.
Really?
Yeah. But it wasn't forced. Like there was nothing for like.
Well, do you mean like actively in the game or like?
No.
Like how you?
No. In the game, there was. The way that he was talking about this other person in the game, you couldn't tell if he was gay when he was speaking about it or straight. But that they gave the gamer the choice to decide.
Okay.
And that's why
you can draw your own conclusion.
Yeah, correct. Yes, correct. And that's what I appreciate. That I am fine with. I have no problem with that. And even the main character Ellie, and this is no spoilers, obvious.
Yeah.
She's gay.
Yeah, that's not spoiler because I remember when that game first came out, when that DLC first came out, people were up in arms over her being gay. I'm like, why?
I have no problem. See, that's what I'm saying, but it didn't feel forced to me. That I'm okay with. I like the game, the story, so her gayness didn't bother me.
Because at that point you were invested in her character.
Yeah, I was invested in the character. I don't care if she was gay or not. It didn't bother me. Again, I keep trying to tell people, when you don't force that stuff, it could be a good game or a good movie.
You'd be surprised how willing people are to go along with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, and give you another example. Top Gun. There was no woke stuff in there. Nothing gay about it. That movie alone, without incorporating any of the LGBTQ community, it made $1 billion.
Here's another good one. Going back to Knights of the Republic 1 and 2. Knights of the Republic has the first gay character in Star Wars, but you don't know about it unless you follow her storyline and read between the lines.
Who's that?
I'm not going to say because I want you to experience it.
Okay.
The second one has a character who is completely optional.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, when I say she's optional, you get her depending on what gender you play as.
Okay.
And here's the ironic thing.
Mm-hmm.
The canonical gender of the main character in the second Knights of the Republic game is female. And she's arguably the most important character in Star Wars history.
Wow.
And Disney made her non-canon. Anyway.
Wow.
But the most interesting side character you can only get as a male character. And when they adapted that story into a book, and this character was so like they loved this character more than the female exclusive character. Like female exclusive, like the female exclusive side character you get from playing a female, they hated him. He's not that interesting, and trust me, he's not that interesting.
Wow.
But the male exclusive female character you get, people love her to death so much so that when they adapted the book and they made it the female character and they didn't include this character in it, people asked the writers like, why isn't this character in here? Why is she part of the story? Why is she part of the adventure? And the writer said, who says she's not?
Wow.
See, they didn't say yes or no. They didn't say that's my decision. I'm sticking with it. They just said who says she wasn't.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It basically says, how about I let you insert her in the story yourself and see how she plays.
Yeah,
which basically means if you know that character's story, oh boy.
Yeah. The reason I want to play Last of Us, both versions, because I want to get his opinion. Because I'm just saying, as a man, I don't care if I cry. I don't care if I cry.
I don't either. Sometimes you need to let it out.
I cried. Still to this day, I'll cry every time because of a particular scene in the first one. I'm not gonna say what, but I'll always cry, and I want to see how the story and the game story will affect you as a person, whether or not you be emotionally involved or not.
See, it's gonna be tough because Last of Us 2, from my understanding, okay, so to give you guys a little bit of background for Last of Us 2. I know how Last of Us kind of plays out. I remember when I was really, really young and I didn't care to play the game. I just looked it up online.
Yeah.
And it's been so long now that basically my brain works like if I don't keep it in my head long enough, it'll just kind of recede out of my mind, and I experience the game for the first time over again, which is really fun when I want to play some games from my childhood. Like you'd be surprised how like I get sucked into it. It's like I'm playing the game for the first time over again. Oh god, that whole thing reminds me of a whole death sequence. Anyway, Last of Us Part 2. So I remember in 2014 when they announced or rumored that they were working on a sequel to Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
It was already spoiled back then that Joel was going to die in the game.
Oh, I didn't hear about it.
However, from my understanding, the spoiler that was leaked and what happened are two completely different spoilers. Wait, what you mean? So from my understanding,
I'm sorry. Spoiler to you, you haven't played the game either.
Actually, no. It's apparent. My understanding is that this doesn't happen at all in the game.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, my bad.
Yeah, stealth kill. To my understanding, what was supposed to happen was that the game was going to open up on years having passed and Joel was already dead, and Ellie basically was going on a journey where she discovers that Joel lied to her.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
That was the spoiler I heard, and I'm like, wow, that's a very interesting concept for the sequel, because now Ellie has to come to terms with the fact that her father figure basically lied to have a daughter again.
Yeah, that actually would have been interesting to see.
But to my understanding, what happened in the game was not that.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't want to spoil this for him. So, I'm saying for me as a good, for storytelling for me, I thought it was real good. I was emotionally invested. Nice. Oh.
Nice work. Let's clean this up.
So yeah, and again, to my understanding, that spoiler that I had leaked to me in 2014.
Yeah.
And I think Last of Us Part 2 came out 2020, right? 2020? What's 2020 or 2019?
Yeah. Oh, and my thing. So there's a guy now on YouTube, and I'm not gonna say his name, but his first name begins with a T.
Cross should be coming through the checkpoints.
He when there was spoiled about the game coming out for Part 2, he said that the thing I didn't agree with him with was because he said like, oh, the spoiler came out, I heard the spoiler, I'm not gonna play the game. Okay, I respect that. But the next part he said I don't agree with him with. He said this game is horrible. I don't agree with it because
you can't have an opinion on it if you haven't played it.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. You can't have an opinion on it, and that's what I'm saying.
The most you can say is that I don't want to play. I don't want to get involved with it.
Yeah. And
like for instance, I have no opinion on the movie Eternals because I haven't seen it. But according to X, it's like the worst thing he's ever seen in his life.
Yeah.
But I have an opinion on The Last Jedi because I've seen it and I fucking hate it.
Anyway. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I was saying.
Yeah, but that was the only problem I had with it. Was like you can't say this game is horrible if you haven't played it.
If you think the story's horrible based on the spoiler, that's kind of different.
Yeah, I mean that's different. But he legit said the overall game for Part 2 was horrible. But you haven't played the game yet.
Yeah.
I respect Angry Joe because he gave it a chance.
Yeah.
And then he gave his opinion. I respect that.
Yeah.
But that dude. Well, actually, what's not to say his name? Tyrone Madness. He's a YouTuber. So
never even heard of the guy.
Yeah, but.
Even you say Angry Joe thing, you don't have to say the other guy's name.
Yeah, but it let me take this picture.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, like I just didn't agree with that because I'm like, huh? That's like Infinity War coming out, and then you hear spoilers, and you're like, oh, this movie's horrible. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like if you don't want to give it a chance, I respect that.
Yeah.
But don't say the game is horrible, and still it made him even look bad.
Right, that's him right there.
Yeah.
Picture of
John, that's our man. That's Kraus.
So, but yeah, no, and again, I get that, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of iffy on whether or not I actually want to experience The Last of Us Part 2 because when I hear of it, and I've tried to avoid spoilers. I've been mostly successful in that.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of misinformation about it.
Well, that's kind of good because I'm glad it's misinformation right now. So I don't want nobody spoiling for it. But the thing is, I'm gonna say this off the bat. If you don't like it, bro, that's fine. I respect that. Yeah. I just want to get your honest opinion about it because I know a lot of people that I said as far as with Part 2, it was very diverse. So I'm okay with that.
Diverse or divisive?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Oh, Jesus Christ. Divisive. Thank you. Yes. Jesus.
And my understanding is it was generally an unpleasant gaming experience. And my concern with that is there's unpleasant because it's trying to get a theme across, it's trying to do that, it's trying to make you think about something, and then there's being unpleasant just for the sake of being unpleasant. And I cannot stand that kind of story.
I'm not spoiling anything, but my thing is I didn't see it. I mean, I understood what it did because I was looking beyond that beyond the scope of what it was showing. Excuse me, but I felt did they do something that I really didn't like?
Look for the blue umbrella.
Yeah, but I understood the reasoning for it.
I see it. To your left. Right. Blue umbrella.
But yeah, it's just like I just like again, not everybody's gonna agree with like everything that somebody plays something. It's understandable.
Yeah.
But you can't just say out the bat.
Yeah.
Then he fixed her hair. Wow, that's clever. I'm not even gonna lie. That's clever.
But yeah, and that was my thing with Ant-Man 2. Yeah.
If
If you haven't seen something how long will Volvo what do you know about the courier over there? The police are out in large numbers tonight.
Faust is ex-Stasi, so don't let his wholesome appearance fool you. The man is a killer.
How long will Glauco be in Berlin?
Who knows? The man's like a ghost.
I don't like this.
Oh, it's funny. No, I'm actually curious to know why it's funny.
Go ahead and ask the last question, and I'll explain it to you.
Okay.
Oh,
I just love when he gives his opinion. I love it. I do.
This is my problem with
Hold up under torture for the
Activision and Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Call of Duty,
They're holding
they're trying to be like, here's, give me a second here.
No, go ahead.
So, they're trying to make this a RPG kind of choose your own adventure, give you the idea that you can interact and affect the story as you want, but it's a linear fucking story. Just tell the damn story. Don't stop it and make you ask these stupid ass questions that just interrupt the flow. There was no reason for it.
Now, I can agree with that. I can.
Just make it a linear story. It would have flowed a lot better. Tell it in a more productive way, that kind of thing. But here, just like, hey, what would be cool? How about you give more interactivity or the illusion of interactivity, your player choice? You can ask questions about the you can ask questions about the you basically decide what order the questions you want to ask in are asked in. Okay, so just like in Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
But it comes off as shallow, uninteresting. Stay in your lane, be a first-person shooter. No one gives a damn. Like this shit right here. Like this didn't need to be a thing.
Yeah, it didn't.
And it's just, and I feel like it's just because Call of Duty's been around so damn long.
Yeah, like
that
forever.
And they have a new game coming out every fucking year that they feel they have to do something interesting and different. How about instead of having one come out every fucking year, have it be like every 2 years and then just refine the gameplay and add more maps? It doesn't need to be like this. Anyway.
Wait, what?
Pick the lock. So basically, you just gotta rotate gently to one side or the other, slowly kind of go in where you need to kind of go. You don't have to go all the way over. There is a finesse to it, and then you kind of tap whatever to pick the lock. Right? So you rotate like that, a little bit more. And just try different angles.
Gotcha.
That's all it is. This is my
this
time
is
playing.
really stupid.
Yeah. See what I'm talking about here?
Yeah, I see you talking about. Yeah, this is really.
Because other games that give you this kind of mechanic, give you like skills and perks to make picking the lock easier.
Really?
Yeah.
This was stupid.
You could have literally just had him go in, have that cutscene go where he hits the lock, and he kind of goes from there.
Wait, how do I switch my? Okay. That's how you switch. Okay. Jesus Christ. That was unnecessary. I see what you mean.
It's like he's by himself. That's the mad again.
Yeah, I was making sure. Ooh.
Yeah. That's a Krig. Krig 6. But yeah, no. But yeah, going back to that, it's like, again, there are a lot of things I have not seen I have no opinion on.
Yeah.
And I prefer to keep it that way. Not since I don't feel like I want to see them, but I prefer to stay like, if I haven't seen or experienced it, I want to have an opinion on it. If I do see it and watch it, I have an opinion on it, and my opinions can't change. Like what happened when we did Titan AE.
That's both our opinions changed.
Because I remember I told you people hate this movie. I'm like, why? This movie's amazing. It's fantastic. And then we sat down and watched it, and I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, it was not good.
I'll still watch it, but it's like I can't see it the same way ever again.
No, because I think we gotten older and everything. It's just like
we noticed the flaws. I think that what it was is that when we were young, we loved the spectacle of it. We loved the I don't think that's it.
Oh no! It's telling me to tap the enemies and everything.
Oh,
yeah. You see it?
Okay.
You see how they
It's doing the Far Cry thing because of course it's doing the Far Cry thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, whatever.
I like Brad. See, that's why I respect my Brad. He's giving his honest opinion, and I appreciate it. That's why.
But yeah, the what's one over here? Yeah, the what's one over here? There was a word I'm looking for here now. I can't remember. But yeah, no, it's like my opinion can change. It's like again, Titan AE. It's still, I think it's still visually interesting and stunning, especially that scene near the end, the hiding in the ice field and stuff. But and you want to see if you can watch more of it on Cinema Synergy, where we actually discuss it more. But I maintain that it is a good movie in the wrong order.
Yeah.
And again, and I'm going now kind of to pivot back to this.
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing about here, what movie? Titan AE. Titan AE. It's an old animated movie from the late 90s. I think 99, I want to say. It's done by Don Bluth, the guy who did An American Tail and Nim and The Secret of Nim. And I think another one too. He also did the first technically interactive game.
That's a glitch.
Yeah, that's a glitch. Yes. He technically did the first interactive game, like Heavy Rain, with Dragon's Lair, I think it was, back in like the 90s. It was an animated game that was stupid hard. Anyway, anyway, I'll still watch Titan AE every once in a while, but that's one of those like that guy's innocent.
Oh, Jesus! Oh my God! Jeez.
But again, it's like it's a movie that I'm probably not gonna watch as often as I would want to.
Because that story was, oh my God, all over the place.
It's all over the place. The love connection just happens out of nowhere.
But I couldn't do anything.
That civilian ran right past you. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like I was like we both looked at each other. I was like, oh my God.
And I remember to keep pausing the movie because you just kept getting progressively more and more frustrated with the pacing of the movie.
Yeah, I was like,
I remember I was trying to explain like what was going on and like how everything's going out, but I also think you did that like it's just not well paced.
it ain't. I was getting so frustrated.
Anyway, to pivot back to this is why I don't like the stealth sections in Call of Duty. Call of Duty used to be a run and gun shooter, and I think its greatest strength was there. But then you have these sections where it's like, do the stealth stuff and whatnot, but it's like the stealth is not the game is not designed for stealth. It's just not. I think Eternal should have been saved for the cosmic phase of Marvel. Again, have not seen Eternals. I know that they're supposed to be. When I heard the term Eternals, I had this idea because I knew that in the comics, Eternals were these gigantic, godlike beings, and then it turns out that like they were actually talking to a group of superheroes, and I'm like, I don't think that's what the Eternals are.
No, but here's the crazy part of how Kevin Feige was explaining when they first got introduced. They were saying that they were the strongest team ever. They could have defeated Thanos.
Where the fuck were they?
I can't really say without spoiling, but my whole point is
it's a spoiler dumb.
No, the reveal is so stupid, but not even that. You can't say they can beat Thanos when they were getting their ass beat every single time.
And that's another thing that directors need to stop doing. You need to stop coming out and hyping up how powerful your new characters are, your new team is.
I get what you're doing from a business aspect. You're trying to hop on the movie to get tickets in the butts and
but
seats.
You're setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, because that movie was, oh my Lord.
Yeah.
So I remember that this guy was over there.
Yeah.
And there was one other person somewhere. I don't remember.
Not the multiverse phase. X right, lol. Yeah. I'll give you that one. And when we get around to watching Eternals, I'm sure I'm probably going to have even more harsh things to say about it.
Guys, this is no joke. I told him, you're going to need a drink for this.
Oh, no, I prefer to watch all my first time viewing sober.
Oh, you don't want to watch it sober?
No, I want to watch it sober so when I'm drunk, the opinions come out more raw.
That's the point.
Well, I mean, if I'm sober, I can't take proper notes.
That is true.
If I'm drunk, I can't take proper notes. If I'm sober, I can take all the notes in the world.
That is true. That is true. But yeah, it's just, I'm not kidding you guys. It was hard. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why I had no intention of watching it. And
yeah, weren't you trying to watch Shang-Chi again that day?
Yeah, I was trying. Yeah, but yeah, I thought I was trying to watch Shang-Chi, and I thought the movie had been removed. So I was like, okay, I'm already here. Let me go watch something. I wasn't thinking. I was like, okay, let me see what's playing. I was like, okay, well, let me go watch Eternals. I wasn't really thinking. I could not believe on how stupid I was in pain to watch that movie.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Based on what I've seen, need a drink, man. You're a black boy, because but based on what I saw, my biggest worry with that movie was that there's like what, 8 of them?
What?
Eight characters in the channel, like eight members of the team, right?
Yeah, I think so.
My biggest problem is that should not have been their opening gambit. What they should have done is they should have slowly introduced these characters in the background, have each one kind of have their own different movie, maybe pair them off, and then work into an Eternals movie. That would probably would have been better.
Yeah, but
and it's getting a sequel.
I can't. Oh Lord! With every fiber of my being, that pissed me off.
Yeah, I remember when I told you that you were really pissed about it.
I was disgusted with that movie. Yeah, let me do this real quick.
Is there a way that you can kind of get to your objective without having to kill anybody?
Let me see. Let me go. So I guess I can. Let me see. Yes, I can. Let me do that. Oh Lord!
And I got picked 2 of them. Luckily, you killed the guy that probably would have put up.
But still, though, what's the point of this?
Exactly. This is just to make it artificially harder. The challenge should have been just getting to the door, but they just wanted to. You almost got it. There you go.
Good Lord. I see what Brad's talking about.
I pay attention to a lot of game design stuff, so yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I never doubted it, Brad. I'm just saying, I always wanted to play still a Call of Duty game, but still, it's just like...
Aim for the head. Put the head on him. Oh, fun fact, silencers actually are not this quiet.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're actually much louder. The only gun that was ever...
You're joking.
The only silenced gun that was ever fully silent was like this... It was this weird gun that the MI6 made, but it only ever shot one bullet.
Are you serious?
And it was 100% silence. It looked like this cheap rubber tubing thing, but it was 100% silence. The silencer, it makes it quieter, but it doesn't silence the gun. So whenever you see movies where it's like they're shooting with the silencer and it's like 100% quiet, no, if it was in a crowded area, like the crowd would hear the gun go off.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to about 10:30 just to kind of make up for the time we missed.
Alright.
Rescue Lalo, shoot, you are careless and can't be trusted. Note, how long have you been working for the KGB? Exit, goodbye.
I'll rescue. Okay. How long have you worked with? Let me see.
What did the paper say? You can't trust these people.
What would you do? Let me ask you. What would you do?
I don't really fucking care.
Okay. You're careless and can't be trusted. We're done with you. Okay.
I'll leave it with you.
Oh, you're gonna die.
If anything, talk to him again. No sense. Kill Lucas Richter. Challenge completed. Oh, apparently that was actually part of the challenge.
Yes.
I'm not sure it's the right thing to do, but yeah, that was the thing. That's the thing.
I just know because here's the reason I chose that decision. I chose because why would I let a loose end like that, walk off? Again, I don't know if he's turned to the other side. No, I'm being legit serious.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not been paid. I am so. Again, people, I don't like Call of Duty. I am so.
It's fine.
Not interested in the story that I don't know the context.
But this is why. Again, people, this is why.
And I kind of hate that because I like to have context when I'm criticizing something because context does matter. Yeah. But I'm so done with Call of Duty. I can't be bothered to give it time of day.
Exactly. So I have to meet Lazar. Alright, I may have to go around, I think. We'll try that. I may have to go around.
Well, I will try marking those guys first so they're not marked.
Oh, yeah, smart.
And then try to get a good vantage point on like which way you can go and which way you can.
Yeah. See, I don't.
And Ward, if you think I'm hard on games I don't like, you see how bad I am on games I do like. Like, wait till we get to the 343 era of Halo. Oh boy, do I have words about that.
Yeah.
It don't even get me started on Star Wars.
Oh yeah. Oh man, you get Bradshaw on Star Wars, bruh. Lord,
it is not pretty.
No, it ain't pretty.
It is not pretty.
Okay, so
You got those two right there.
oh wait, I can climb up, can I? Let me see. No. Oh yes.
So as long as you stay low.
I wasn't even crouching either. So. Oh, before I do anything, let me do this.
Yeah.
Let me get these pictures.
They're already marked.
I'm just making sure.
And Lazar's to your left. You got those two right down there. Is there anyone to your left? I don't see anyone. I'm seeing anyone to the wall. So I think you're good.
But the thing I'm trying to.
I think you can sneak around that corner.
Yes, thank you. I didn't know if I could. Let me make sure there's nobody over here either.
Looks like Lazar's up.
Oh, I see somebody over there. Hold on. Let me scan these people real quick.
Yeah, there's a couple people there. There's two. I will wait for the guy to come back around that corner so you can mark him as well.
Yeah.
There he is. Okay.
No, I gotta wait till he gets because that wall. I don't think I can go.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna go that far.
But it's somebody over there too. I just saw that.
Probably go there actually.
Yeah.
Did you actually mark the other guy you marked? You took pictures the first time?
The one over here, no.
Yeah.
Ooh, somebody almost saw me. Hold on. Somebody almost saw me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's that guy down. It's that guy down below. It's that guy right there. You didn't mark. You didn't get the mark on him.
Oh.
He didn't get a headshot, so when he died.
Oh, the scream.
Yeah. There's gonna be a guy coming around the corner here, so be careful. Okay, so somebody's coming.
Yeah.
And now they're loaded.
That's fine.
I think you got enough people that you should be able to take most of them out, no problem.
Yeah.
MP5.
Oh yeah.
Surprisingly good weapon from my understanding.
Which one?
The MP5.
Yeah.
Upgrade the MP4 submachine gun from World War II. That's the Nazi use. I only know this because, again, some YouTubers I watch are big gun nuts.
Yeah.
One of my friends are big gun nuts, so they were able to kind of fill me in on like a lot of stuff about it. Oh, fun fact: the Uzi,
Yeah.
Israeli.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the Uzi was made in Israel. It's an Israeli submachine gun.
I never knew that.
Didn't either.
That's news to me. So. Okay.
Also, one of the most deadly guns ever is being removed from the streets slowly because it's being used by a lot of gangsters.
I'm not
like actual like
gangsters.
Like straight up constant gangsters.
Yeah.
It's the Tech 9.
Wait, what?
The Tech 9, yeah.
Wait a minute. What you mean Tech 9?
The Tech 9's a gun.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I know it was a rapper called Tech 9.
Yeah. So yeah.
Tech 9 is actually a super deadly machine pistol.
Yeah.
And it you know, it used to be made. Now it's very rare. And as more and more gangsters get locked up, it gets taken off the streets and put in police custody. It's probably gonna recirc at some point and as like underground arms dealing kind of stuff. But yeah.
That was funny. I'm sorry. That was funny what you said.
What is that?
He's talking about if that was low profile, God help us all.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Sorry to hurt your feelings.
I can't wait to play Batman.
Oh, bro, I can't wait.
I don't play a lot of stealth games. That game I go out of my way to play stealth.
That game, the nostalgia for me, I can't wait to see it again because just seeing it again it brings back so many memories. Wait, did the other one get switched? Oh yeah. Okay, well,
You know what? Just speaking of stuff, it just actually hit me that the third Prince of Persia game actually has a lot of elements that would be transferred over into Assassin's Creed.
Oh, for real?
That just hit me. I remember there was actually quite a couple of stealth elements in there.
Wow.
At least from the opening minutes. I don't remember the rest of the game. Well, rest of the game. I never played the rest of the game because again, that's another game that got stolen from me. Anyway, I'll tell you what show slash thing I'm not looking forward to us watching.
What?
She-Hulk.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm not so looking forward to that one, just because I've heard a lot of negative things about it. And if because you know my feelings on quirky meta humor writing.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
It's overstated welcome, in my opinion. And from my understanding, She-Hulk doubles down on it.
I can't disagree with that, but it's just and this is what I told somebody else with me. I can remove that side of me and just throw it away because I already know going into it I can't take it seriously. If I know a certain show or movie is not be taken seriously, I don't take it seriously. I just see it as a good time.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. For me, it's how well that good time is put together, and if that good time is. Because here's the thing, right? Another show that could theoretically apply to, that it's like, okay, I'm gonna shut my brain off and just enjoy the good time.
What's that?
Velma.
No, that's different. That's a whole different. Nah.
Well, what makes it different?
Because
it's quirky metahuman writing. Right?
No, that ain't quirky. That's the insult. They knew what they were doing when they brought in whatever her name is,
Mindy
Mindy Kaling, and they knew they were gonna piss a lot of people off doing that because. With the nostalgia, everybody knows we love Velma.
Yep.
From Scooby Doo.
Velma is that one weird animated character that everybody had a crush on.
I had a crush on her more than Daphne.
I always thought Velma was more interesting than Daphne. I'm gonna be honest with you there.
You said what?
I always thought Velma was the more interesting female.
No, she was because Velma
was just kind of there.
Velma was sexy to me. I was like, Lord.
It's to a point to where I remember when you would see this would be this is before you go off the deep into not safe for work kind of territory.
Wait.
You would see risque fan art where it's she was way more curvy and way more sexy than Daphne was underneath the sweater. I remember that being a thing.
Every woman was doing it. Every
artist was doing it.
Yeah.
But again, it's a whole different thing. But
I'm confused here. So it's telling me to go this way, but there's people there.
Enter. So I think
I'm going to sneak around.
Probably.
But I'm confused. I can't open the camera.
I think what it is you're gonna walk out, probably, and then just kind of act nonchalant, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, we'll see. Okay. I didn't know that.
So just don't go to the Stasi. Which I don't remember the context. So yeah, I think you just gotta avoid going near the Stasi. That's probably what it is. But yeah, no.
But yeah, I let them. But again, I totally get where you're coming from too. And again, I don't disagree because again, a lot of people didn't like the show. I did for what it was.
My whole thing is certain things. Oh, train gun, nice. That's actually the pistol right there. That pistol is actually the pistol that's 100% silenced.
Are you serious?
Yes. That piece of crap.
Get out of here. Are you serious?
It was an MI6 pistol that could fit inside your jacket. It wouldn't set off metal detectors. It was 100% silenced, but it only had one bullet. If my memory serves correct.
Wow, that's crazy.
Locate Krause's briefcase.
Hello?
But yeah, it's my problem with that is with the whole
nice.
My problem with the whole shutting your brain off thing.
Yeah.
You better clean up stage the body. my whole problem with that mentality is that only works for certain IPs for me.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z is one of them.
I couldn't get that show.
While there is 100% like you can look into Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, as an allegory for like enlightenment and just some other stuff.
Yeah.
If you just turn your brain off and just enjoy it for pure entertainment value, it is a very entertaining show, especially if you know the behind the scenes. Especially for
what?
Oh, you work with the Trankum.
Oh, I didn't know because like he was.
Well, he was turning around and not noticing it, so you're pretty.
Oh Jesus!
You're too trigger happy. But yeah, no. So you might want to trank her first again. Stage the button.
Yep.
But and then just be careful. But yeah, no. I just wanted to pop in the support reel. Okay.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man.
Care, man.
What was you saying?
I was saying that but you know like how the techniques they went through to try to make the action sequence in Dragon Ball Z as entertaining and high energy as they were.
Yeah.
It's a surprisingly like a really creative use of like hand drawn animation. Like to make it look like the characters are moving fast. What they'll do is like insert frames of like the characters kicking and punching like multiple drawings of the character to make it seem like it's moving fast.
Yeah.
And just move out the frames really fast.
So am I supposed to take him out too?
I have no idea what's going on here. But yeah, no.
They should have known. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what he was saying. Okay.
Let's go to his office.
Close. God, it's taking forever.
There's probably another black light that you gotta find.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, the code, okay. There you go.
Thank you, Jesus.
Plant the tracking device.
Okay. Jesus, a lot of cash.
Bell, have you found the briefcase?
There are photos.
Understood. Just plant the tracker and get out of there.
I guess they got one. What do you got? Is it President Apartment 5?
Jesus! Oh, God!
That was probably part of it.
No. I know. I was like, bro, you got caught. Jesus, man. As soon as I heard him say, I knew it. I was like, yep, he knows something's going on.
No, actually.
Fine.
Oh Jesus.
Interrogation scene, and he's wearing his gloves.
Perseus has a large bounty on his head.
It ain't never good. Oh. Yeah. Okay, that was me. That was my fault, yeah. But I would have told him that. I would have told him.
So there's probably a thing where it's like you could probably steal from a living, or if I had to assume she's probably gonna die regardless.
Yeah. No, actually, no. If I would have done it this way, I think she would have been alright. Cause see, well, see, that's my so. Hey, I'm not gonna kid you. I made a decision. I'm gonna live by it, but I would have told him that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Kill Cash. Oh no, he's dying.
Look at your hands on Volko. Yeah. You go down the open like that.
Yeah.
Let me go for another 10 minutes, and then we're probably gonna call it.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good.
But yeah, no. Going back to it. What can I say here? Well, yeah, when it comes to like writing like that and just kind of the quirky stuff, luckily people are kind of getting sick of it because again, it breaks a lot of tension, and people just kind of want it to be done. Go back to like how movies were, how movie stories were. It's like you have your funny moments, sure, but ultimately there is a story here that you want to experience without like have it be taken somewhat seriously.
Yeah, but you know what? They're like, for me, as I'm getting older and everything, shows that I like Frasier, I love that. I love that. In A Different World, I love that.
I prefer my shows to be stylized. I miss when they had style and identity all their own.
Like what show particularly had that for you? Like,
like That's the Raven.
Oh yeah, no. I agree. No, 100.
Shot.
Yes, I agree. No, 100%. I agree with you.
The old Justice League stuff, Batman, Superman.
Yeah.
To some extent, some of the old Marvel TV series like X-Men Evolution.
Yes.
Some of the Spider-Man stuff. Again, going back to Cartoon Network. There's Tokyoko. And then there's obviously the anime. A lot of anime has its own identity. They're kind of getting homogenized now, but for the most part, there was like its own individual style. Like Bleach was, while Bleach and Naruto had very similar like power settings and whatnot, they were very clearly different shows. Friendly Fire would not be tolerated. Watch Your Fire. Then there was Dragon Ball Z. There was Eureka 7. There was Gundam. And a few others as well. But now everything's kind of the same art style, same theme, same plot lines, that kind of thing.
Let me ask.
It's like they become unpredictable to the point of being predictable.
Yeah, let me ask you this: as far as the old Disney shows and Disney movies, do you feel like they did a very good job what they did as far as like getting like a good message behind them?
Yeah, very. There like the old Disney stuff, the old Nickelodeon stuff, the old like Danny Phantom stuff like that.
Yeah.
There was a spark of creativity and spontaneity there that I feel like it's
gone.
Missing now.
Yeah.
Like there was a when I think spontaneity and creativity, I mean focused.
Yeah.
Not, hey, what if we just do this and then just try to make it work? That I feel is kind of permeating modern day entertainment.
Yeah.
It's just not working because, again, it feels like you have an idea with no focus around it, and then you're just trying to make it work. Whereas with old school stuff, like late 90s, early 2000s, there was, again, that's creative spark, that's spontaneity, but and there was always that shot that was like, hey, let's try to make it work. But there was that confidence that like if we can just get through these couple of like moments, we can definitely make it work. And then it took a risk, and then just saw what happened. Nowadays, not so much.
Yeah.
When it fails, instead of just owning up to it not failing, or like looking back and kind of analyzing what went wrong, they just kind of blame it on the audience for not wanting to watch it.
Yeah, and that's a problem.
Yeah, you can't blame your audience because you made something terrible.
Exactly.
Okay? If you have to resort to your audience being the problem, then you probably didn't make something good to begin with.
Yeah.
Whereas if you make something good to begin with, you kind of know that outside factors beyond the audience definitely affected that.
Nice.
You did the right thing. One of Perseus's men off the board.
Is it? I wanted him alive. MI6 could have gotten so much more out of him.
Can't win them all. Now let's get the hell out of East Berlin.
So you're in Berlin, so you're dealing with the Russians now. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Black Ops was always set during the Cold War.
From Volkov confirms our worst fears. Perseus smuggled a nuclear device through East
And you know what the worst part is?
What?
They had these options in here, kill or save, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that if you played through and you saved everybody, it would have made a lick of difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know Call of Duty, they don't put that much effort into their shit.
No, I agree. You know, they don't. They don't.
Okay, so I think we're gonna call it here for the night.
Yep.
And pick up tomorrow.
Sounds good to me. I would just cut scenes and then I'll save it and then we'll end there.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, tonight was pretty good. I actually was expecting myself not to have a lot to say about Call of Duty.
Yeah, but like, see, and that's why I say I appreciate when you like. If you don't like it, I'm fine with that. I want to hear what you have to say about it.
Yeah,
it's very interesting to get other people's opinions because all that, like, when people agree with you, tomorrow, oh yeah, I agree with you. No, tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I couldn't resist.
Yeah,
I couldn't resist.
I had to do a little. I was like, you motherfucker. Yeah, so let me say this.
It looks like it auto set.
Okay, right.
So go ahead and hit quit just in case you get you a save point.
Yeah, let me quit. Quit. Yes.
And then you just kind of pick up from here.
Yeah.
The rest of the stuff should be done downloading by time. Actually, no, I think it's downloaded halfway through.
No, yeah,
right?
it's done. Yeah.
Okay, so then you hit resume and then go from there. We'll pick it up again tomorrow. Now that everything's downloaded, it should go a lot smoother.
Correct.
8 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Yep.
I will see you tomorrow, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. So
peace out.
Deuces.